I don't really know what he's singing here. No, I don't really know what they're singing here. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Talos Principle. It's Dare here to bring you this content. Now, I have some bad news. As you can see here, I've actually already taken World 3, and if that wasn't enough, I've also taken World 4 and 5. What happened? Well, I haven't got a good recording of any of them. I did a clean install on my PC, and I forgot to change some settings on in OBS Studio, so these 3 episodes, what were to be these 3 episodes, actually look something like this. Yeah, that's not working out at all. It's hella laggy, and I'm just really sad because there was actually quite fun puzzles. What I am going to do instead, though, is take these 3 worlds now, so that, well, you can see the puzzles if you haven't played the game before, and hopefully I won't fail too badly. I mean, I've already done the puzzle, so I think I should be good to go without too much of a hiccup. But yeah, that's what this episode is going to be. Also, the terminals were actually the only thing working, so I'll be cutting them in too. Something like this. Of course, you can skip it if you want. Milton! Oh, I've missed you, Milton. Progress, Rep 9. Open progress. Bob Rakowski. Nomadics. 2 Ian mailing list. Progress report, report 9. The basic skeleton of the simulation is now running. Aha! On EL. It is not plugged into the AI system yet, but in theory everything is ready. I guess the next step is to test whether the generated scenarios make sense. Or do we wait for the iteration module to what? That is the question. Osiris 3. The first wisdom, the scribe said to the dying man, is that the world is made of 5 elements. 1. Here's the translator is clearly inserting his own beliefs into the text. So is the soul of man. Know therefore that in this life you are heart and shadow by name, also car and bar. Without all these you would not be a living being, but a thing. What is a man without a name who cannot speak of himself? What is a man of a shadow without a shadow who is not anchored in the world? What is a man without a heart who can feel neither feel nor think? I can't read. What is a man without car, who has no essence? What is a man without bar, who is not himself, but like unformed clay? Therefore praise Osiris, the king of eternity, the lord of everlastingness, the eldest son of the womb of Nut, he who traverses millions of years in his existence. Sure. Just war, except Democrats alter, or on the just causes for war against the Indians by Juan Ginés de Sepúlveda, written in 1574. That's not right. 1547, to justify the Spanish conquest of America. The Spanish have a perfect right to rule these barbarians of the New World, who in humanity are as inferior to the Spanish as children are to adults, or women are to men. For there exists between the two as great a difference as, I might even say, between apes and men. Compare then these gifts with those possessed by these half-men, in whom you will barely find the vestiges of humanity, who not only do not possess any learning at all, but are not even literate and eat human flesh. Therefore, if you wish to reduce them, I do not say to our domination, but to a servitude a little less harsh, it will not be difficult for them to change their masters. Okay, sure. Yeah, let's just start from one end. Let's see, we have to we have to get a box over there. So why don't we just blow one over? And this puzzle I don't think I had too much of a problem doing. Could be wrong though. No, because there is actually a ladder here, so it's pretty straightforward. And I can blow myself over, whee, and we get the sigil that would have been here. Just jump straight to the next one. I guess it's kind of anticlimactic that I don't actually get the sigils. This particular sigil is somewhere over here. It's in here. So what did I have to do? Well, I don't actually remember. Nope. Yeah. I think I had to run around here, and we can take a fan and we can place fans on these. We can also take this fan here. We need that particular fan. So we need to, oops, to stop the red one like this. And this is indeed going to go a little fast. Just so that we get to see all of the. All right, we need this box as well. This box we need, so now that we got some fans, we can just place it here, and the box gets where we want it. It's going to go a little fast, as I said, because I need to. I got 3 worlds that we need to solve, and now we got to stop the blue one here. And I think we actually need to stop the blue one by jumping on it. And then we have to be super quick to get here. See, this is a blue one that we need to stop, so this fan, so we can get past this fan. And we have to get there before it starts up again. So if I jump here, I will stop it. And jump down here, and the fan is not quick enough for activation. And this is where the sigil is. Whee! And blown away. Let's see, we have to. Let's see, this one I don't remember. I think this was actually one of the more. Oh right, it's not hard. One of the less difficult one is also a yellow puzzle. But yeah, we just have to get the box here, and we can open here, and the sigil was here. Awesome. Eagle's nest. This one I had quite some trouble with actually. See, on this side here, there is a fan, and which jumps us over, and inside there is, inside this courtyard here, whatever it is, there's a fan which happens to have the sigil, I think, on this side or something like that. But yeah, I spent quite some time figuring it out. Also because if I do this, it will actually stop the receiver and stop the fan just for a moment. And I thought that I had to be super quick about it, but I didn't. Instead, I had to be, well, it's a little bit tedious, but if we jump up here, we can place the boxes inside the courtyard. And we can do that with both of them. And now we can just simply go up the ladder. And I had to place the box, the boxes here, I think. Or maybe it was here. Yeah, if I place them too close to the fan, they just gets blown away. But if I place them somewhere here, I can jump up and I can stop the signal, and we can run past it, get the fan, and get the sigil, which was here. So that, I think that was it for World 3. I don't remember if there was a terminal. If there was, I'm just going to edit it in here. See what I have to say. Body and soul, Soma. We're gonna play a game? But it is commonly supposed that the Egyptians believed the soul to live as long as the body continued undissolved, and therefore tried this method of eluding death. Could the wise Egyptians, said Nikaya, think so grossly of the soul? If the soul could once survive its separation, what could it afterwards receive or suffer from the body? The Egyptians would doubtless think erroneously, said the astronomer. In the darkness of heathenism and the first dawn of philosophy, the nature of the soul is still disputed amidst all our opportunities of clearer knowledge, yet some say that it may be material, who nevertheless believe it to be immortal. Okay. Soma. From to Akadi. Names are a funny thing. I remember how much we struggled to come up with a name for our project. All serious scientists name their project by just translating them from Greek to Latin, right? Corpus made me think of some horrible disease, so we used the Greek word instead. Soma. Quite appropriate. Huh. So, but then, since we needed corporate funding, we had to come up with a backronym. Corporations love backronyms, you know. They even send us a list of buzzword-heavy suggestions to help us get started. Stuff like self-sufficient, orthostatic, modular, android, sustainable, observant, mechanized, anthropoid. Oh, this is the list. Skeuomorphic, omni-adaptable, mobile, anthropomaton. After a while, we got so frustrated that we started getting silly. Saber-tooth, overexcited murder android, sentient, orthopedic monkey automaton, strange Olga's menacing assassobot, superb octopod marionettes apelings, satisfying overcooked mint alligator, stinky ornithological mule allocator, scroink oof minky egg, stupid obscure meaningless acronym. In the end, we all ended up hating the name Soma just because we had so many fights about it with the sponsors. So when Alexandra told us that story about the Talos Principle, caught on. I don't know whether it really fits, but I kind of like it. I guess it's Talos or Elohim. But they wanted the project to be named Corpus at first. And let's move to World 4. World 4 features a new mechanic, which was the play button that we saw. You can also see it there. And that, I'm so sad that I didn't get that particular puzzle mechanic, get my first reactions, because that puzzle mechanic is amazing. It's really, really amazing. Anyways, here's a terminal. What does Milton have to say? Osiris number 6. Knew it was the truth. Now I will tell you of the many perils you will face in your journey through the Duat. Listen well, for the challenges that lie before you are great. And if you do not prove yourself worthy, you may never reach the eternal reed fields of Osiris, and you may be lost forever. From the second death there is no awakening. The scribe brought forth a great papyrus, and carefully unfolded it before the dying man. And the dying man beheld that it was the map of the Duat, showing the many paths that led to the Tower of Anubis, where his heart was to be weighed. On each of the many paths which threaded through the duet like the infinite threads woven beneath. Infinite threads woven beneath. There were marked the dangers that the traveler must face. Also, there were great walls of iron that none but the gods could cross, and gates made of purest light, and so the traveler could not avoid the trials that had been decreed, and could only proceed towards the tower by proving his worth, thus earning the key to each sacred gate. This sounds very much like what we're doing this whole Osiris quest, doing struggles, trying to reach immortality. Osiris in the description have some reminiscence of ELOHIM. Chatlock Charlie 7. Flower man, you know what really freaks me out? What? The human body decomposes quite quickly, so all the information stored in chemicals in our brains will be gone really quickly, dude. But computers and books last a long time, so all our messages, our ideas, our books, it'll all be out there. Our porn. Even being transmitted through space. Yeah, our porn too, I guess. We'll all be gone, but the works of Aristotle will still exist. So will Star Trek, Firefly, Babylon 5, Lord of the Rings, Blade Runner, Cyber of Planetron 6, Shakespeare, Byron, hell, even video games. Something Porn Overdrive 3, Seattle, Dutch, Up the Mountain. What the fuck, dude? Yeah, imagine if aliens find those. Nice, Charlie. Nice. Charlie remembering all the important stuff that people will see long after humanity is gone. Acadi Journal. Archive continues to grow. Attempting to maintain a semblance of order is difficult as expected. Lost 7 people this week. Statistically speaking, this should increase. Must focus on realistic goals. Too little time to grieve. Okay, that went real, like, super fast. Wrap around the corner. Now, this is the first puzzle with the record option. So what do? Well, we record ourselves doing something, and then we play it once again, and we can see, oh, right. Oh, that might have been two. Whoops. Let's just try it again. I got confused that the prison wasn't where I wanted it to be. If I place it here, we can record ourselves, take the prison, and plug it down. And maybe just wait for a little bit so I don't fail. Play it all. Our recording will take a prison, which it will place, and we can open up and get the sigil. That is super amazing, and it also gets really intricate later on in I think it's in World 5 that there was a puzzle that I spent such a long time on. Self-help tutorial, and we have to record something once again. I think we just have to record ourselves standing here and go back, turn this one off, and now record ourselves standing here. I'm standing. Play it, and we can get the sigil, which I think was up here. Yeah, it was. I'm sorry if this episode gets a little bit tedious. It's just me rushing through it all, but yeah, I'm really sad that I'm so sad that I can't. Oh, right, the sigil was in here. There was a fence that we couldn't get past. See. I'm so sad that I couldn't make each world episodes and you would get my first reaction, but yeah. So we record ourselves here, we record ourselves standing here for like a couple of seconds, and then going over here so that the other wall is free, and we don't even have to be standing on any red buttons. But I mean, this was, and we got the sigil, sorry, and I was so amazed by this mechanic. It was so freaky, like, and the way you have to think, you have to wrap your head around this craziness of you doing two things at once. That was super good. So, recording first off, we need the box, and the sigil was in there, I think. Yeah, we had to get in here and turn off the fan, and the sigil was like right here. Yes. So what we had to do here, we had to simultaneously stop these two beams here. So we do that by recording ourselves standing here for some time, and then we take the box and stand on the other one. And run here, take the fan off, and it's safe. We get the sigil, and this was the puzzle. I like how there are a lot of these puzzles where you have to stop the beams with yourself. It's really, really nice, really fun. I know that Alexander had something to say. I may be able to edit this in if I just shut my mouth a little bit.
DNA is information transmitted across time. The living and the dead are part of the same chain, bound together by chemistry. That's true of all species. But humanity has taken this bond further. Thanks to technology, we have access to the thoughts and ideas of people whose physical bodies are long gone. Like you listening to me now. Even though I'm definitely dead at this point, you're part of that chain.
I hope this was enough time. A box up high. A box up high. Fans,
what is this? I shall not allow the corruption of my garden. Be gone!
I didn't notice. Ah, I didn't notice. It was a Greek. The Greek walls. Oh yes. This was a little bit intricate and weird. We had a prison there. Our sigil was inside here. Well, here. So, what did I do? Well, first off, I took the prism and we had to gain access here. No, that's not what I did the first, actually. I think I took it here, and there should be a prism in here. Yes, there was. Now it makes so much more sense. And here, from here, oops, we should be able to open both. At which point we can go in here, and that's just, sorry. We need the box from here because we have to get the prism on the fan and up high, so that we can get it over this this wall and somewhere here and get a prism to attach. But that means that we need all our prisms. Or maybe just one? No, we need all our prisms to get the box down. So it's a little bit tedious, and we have to run back with all of the boxes. I don't know why I placed it there. We need the box. Whoops. And oh right, let's just go get this the prison because we need it as well. And Stay. And place a box here, place the prism here. Let's see, like this. We can actually get it to turn on itself. And from here we can open the last wall and have the sigil. Yay! The right angle. The right angle. I believe, yeah, the... Alright, I don't know, I don't remember what... The sigil was in here. I'm sorry, I'm doing this backwards. The sigil was in there. And what we had to do was with these really long receivers. So you notice how these are asynchronous. Well, we have to get them to be synchronous, like we did in the puzzle in the last, something like this, in the last episode. And that's pretty much it actually. So we place this here and place the just give it so much space as is possible. And this should be enough, I think. And now, well, we can. Oh, we have to get the box to stop that one. Yeah. I knew there were more things that we had to use the box for. Stop it. Well, with that little blunder on this actually not very difficult puzzle, we are good to go. And as soon as they start the journey the other way, we have enough time for this to open. Yep. And the sigil. And for some reason there's a box here and I don't know why. And there's a red button on for a wall here. That's super weird because this was a fence that dropped down once I got the sigil, so I couldn't get it from the beginning. I don't know. It's probably something with stars. I'm not gonna do the QR codes. It's basically what they're intriguing, but you know, they're like the others. Some of them are praising Elohim, some of them, a sheep for example is very much like me, the program sheep, like he questions everything. And then you have Dog, which we've been following a while. He's super pessimistic about everything and can't see the point of anything. Then we have some Sarah who are following Elohim by the detail. If there's something in the terminal, I will edit this in. Milton. Ah, you're back. Good, I've been thinking about how I can help you. In light of everything you've said, I'm certain someone has to. Wow, did he just burn me? What I've decided is that you've convinced me consciousness is a contradictory concept and therefore it's not real. What do you think? I think you're cheating. I don't, apparently. I think you're right. What a relief. It feels good, doesn't it, to shed those tired old ways of thinking about the world? What this conclusion means is that the certification program you undertook has been rendered obsolete. We can't test for something that doesn't exist. Therefore you, along with quite a lot of other things, have been recategorized as a person. Your profile can thus be updated with administrator privileges. Yoo-hoo! Finally! No doubt you'll be off doing administrator things soon enough, so I wonder if before I let you go, you'd do me one favor. I have a final question for you. Why are you doing all this? What's the point? I try to do what God wants. There's a way the world should be, and this isn't it. I want the truth. I want the truth. I'm not sure just what you'll find. A malleable sense of truth will no doubt help you make sense of it. Checking user profile. And it looks as if your ideas are becoming somewhat blind. Very good. I only have one last request. Will you come back and speak to me sometime? No doubt. Okay, I said you're eager to get going. Let's do this. Oh, we're getting our administrator. We can access network. I think so. Displaying overview. Congratulations, your account has been updated. Here are the details. Conflicts. All conflicts have been resolved by the administrator. Psychological profile. You're a person. You're perfect just the way you are. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Milton. I love you. You're everything you can be already. You do not have to pretend you are anything else. You're the same as everyone else, but you're all unique. That's... super motivational. Motivational Milton! Yay! Profile status. Administrator status. Has access to advanced functionalities, networking and troubleshooting. Support says, hello administrator. I think you'd like assistance accessing communication portal. I see that you have a number of pending communications. I'll take a look at it right now. Running troubleshooter. Re-establishing network connection. Message received as string. Display. Hello. Who are you? Don't know exactly who we're up here. Don't remember. Who are you? I'm a person. Same boat. Let's meet up. I'm in much the same boat. Shall we meet up? It's like dating. Unknown dating. Pending. Pending. Error. Again soon. Okay, so something happened with the other. I wonder if it's sheep I was talking to. I like sheep. And we will go to the 5th and final world for this episode. A terminal that we will use. Oh, Series 7. Tell me of some fearsome demons of the Duat, the dying man said to the wise scribe. Though their terrible forms are loathsome to behold, they are not evil, for they are the servants of the gods. Truly, they are the blessed doorkeepers and guardians of the holy paths. Their charge is to judge whether we are worthy to pass the gates that leads to Ardu. And so they challenge us with riddles or in combat. Is this true, all the beings that live in Duat? Of all the beings that live in Duat? Some say it is not so. That there are ancient gods whose name have been forgotten, and spirits of darkness whose name none have ever known, and that these must be avoided at all costs. But others say that these too serve a greater purpose, in ways that Osiris has not revealed to us. And what of the hidden paths that are taken by when the something. Yeah, this was Tale of Osiris. Is definitely what we're doing right now. Struggles, challenges, we have to complete. Coming soon, your son in 3D. Hi, Mom. I promise I'll be home soon, maybe a couple of weeks. I know. But what we're doing here is important, and the team needs my help. I'm not going to wait until it's too late. I promise. But there's so much we have. So much we have to set up. So much that has to work for a very, very long time. Besides, I've always wanted to work on one of these supercomputers, and believe me, EL is pretty much the best there is. EL. And the team, Mom, it's like I'm working with rock stars and mad geniuses. Except nobody's heard of them outside of science journals, of course. But Dad would be totally geeking out if he knew. Maybe I can tell him about it soon, huh? Yeah, so ELOHIM is a supercomputer. Oh, is he a supercomputer or not just an AI? What is the point of being alive? What was it called? Block 24, alive. Alive! What's the point of being alive? I know. It's an old question, but not one that's easy to answer. I mean, if you're reading this, you're alive, and someday you'll stop being alive. Both of these facts are incontrovertible. So what about it then? Don't you wonder? Do you just want to go from not existing to not existing again without considering even why? You, right now, as you sit here there reading this, why do you exist? What is the purpose of your life? Do you have one? Should you have one? Is it better to have a purpose or not? When you approach death, will you feel that your life had meaning? If so, why? If not, why not? What defines whether life was good or not? It may seem abstract right now, but that moment just before death will come, it is inevitable. If you don't ask yourself these questions, how will you face that moment? It's funny, this was written back when humanity was humans were there, but it actually also what's it called? It actually also applies to life as it is now. Our life, robots in a simulation. Is it life? Are we alive? I don't know. Slightly elevated sigil. I think this was actually one of the better green puzzles. I think I had some trouble with it. I believe I had some trouble with it. And I don't actually quite remember what I had to do. But I think we maybe have to do something like this. And place that here so that you will elevate and we can take this sigil. Oops. Well, what do you know? I knew what to do. And now we got the sigil, which was right in here. Me, myself, and our two jammers. Yes, this I had some trouble with because this is a recording puzzle with jammers. The sigil was all the way over there. We have a jammer, which I will just take. No, I won't, because I actually think we have to jam it first. No, that's not right. I think I have to be standing there in the recording. So standing here, and we can go to the other side and we can jam the door. Yeah, and we can jam the door from this side. And that means that let's just see, we have to get... Yes, that means now that we have to record ourselves, jam this, and standing there, which we will do. Record ourselves. Maybe just standing here, just to be sure. And take the jammer, and don't die, and stand there for a while. And that wasn't right. As I said, these recording puzzles are a little bit intricate, very much intricate. We have to get enough time for us to move there, and then standing here, run over here and stand on this for just a couple of seconds. Now we can, in the non-recorded version, go straight back, get inside here, take the jammer, wait for our recording to take it and place it, and run to the button. We can run in, we can jam this one, and we get the sigil, which was right here. I spent quite some time on some of these recording puzzles, but 4 chambers of flying. This was super weird because, as you can see here, we have a jammer on this side. We have fans, which will, I don't know. Alright. And we have a prism here, and we just have to get all the way over here and get this. Now we can probably do with the prism, but I found that the prism is actually a red herring. We just have to get the box inside there, which I believe it will if we place it here. Now the box is inside, and we can get it here, and we can take the jammer. I don't remember if we have to get the box, but it's okay. And if I now place, oh, let's see. Okay, yeah, I have to jam this wall from the inside and place the box right here. We jam it. We start unjam it, and we are over where we should be without doing the prism. I was very confused about this. I spent some time trying to get the prism right, but then I just realized I can just jump. We get sigil and everything is good and fine and dandy. And that was this puzzle. And then I believe that there was a terminal around here that I'm just going to find. Yes, there was indeed. Communications portal. Ooh. Administrator. The network connection has been re-established. Would you like to reconnect? Yes. Hello. Is anyone there? Are you back? Yes. What were you trying to say before? What were you trying to say before? Don't remember. Doesn't matter. I've been trying to figure out how this place works. Sometimes it seems like there's a purpose to everything. Other times not so much. I think I must be plugged into some kind of machine. We're going Matrix, baby. I think something else is going on. What do you have to go on? Making assertions is hazardous enterprise. What do you have to go on? Why do you think we're plugged in? What else could possibly explain this? Don't believe in demons and evil wizards. I think it's some kind of punishment. I think something has gone badly wrong. I think we've been prepared for something. I think something has gone badly wrong. I suppose that would explain a lot. Listen, there's something else. Maybe you can help us. Ever since I got here, I felt like something was wrong. This place plays tricks with you. You can't get your head straight, but I think I know a way to find out the truth. I was digging about in some documents and I kept finding references to this password. I think it would be some kind of library master key, but I don't know how to use it. What is it? Swear not to go anywhere without me and I'll tell you. MLA process logged into the state. Wait, what is that? Are you doing that to my terminal? I don't think this is a good idea. Oh. Milton. Milton just got in and shut us down. Is Milton the bad guy? No! Motivational Milton! No, you can't be the bad. It's like having Morgan Freeman being bad guy. Hippocratic corpus. On the sacred disease, man ought to know that from nothing else but the brain comes joy, delight, laughter, and sports, and sorrows, griefs, despondency, and lamentations. And by this, in an especial manner, we acquire wisdom and knowledge, and see and hear and know what are foul and what are fair, what are bad and what are good, what are sweet and what is unsavory. Some we discriminate by habits, some we perceive by their utility. By this we distinguish objects of relish and disrelish according to the seasons, and the same things do not always please us. And by the same organ we become mad and delirious, and fears and terrors assail us. Some by night, some by day, and dreams and untimely wanderings, and cares that are not suitable, and ignorance of present circumstances, desuetude, and unskillfulness. That was a lot of things. Something corpus. Chesterton brain. The human brain is a machine for coming to conclusions. If it cannot come to conclusions, it is rusty. When we hear of a man too clever to believe, we are hearing of something having almost the character of contradiction in terms. It is like hearing of a nail that was too good to hold down a carpet, or a bolt that was too strong to keep a door shut. Man can hardly be defined, after the fashion of Carlyle, as an animal who makes tools. Ants and beavers and many other animals make tools. In the sense that they make an apparatus, man can be defined as an animal that makes dogmas. As he piles doctrines on doctrines and conclusions on conclusion in the formation of some tremendous scheme of philosophy and religion, he is, in the only legitimate sense of which the expression is capable, becoming more and more human. When he drops one doctrine after another in a refined skepticism, and when he declines to tie himself to a system, when he says he has outgrown definitions, when he says that he disbelieves in finality, when in his own imagination he sits as God, holding no form of creed but contemplating all, then he is, by that very process, sinking slowly backwards into vagueness of the vagrant animals and the unconsciousness of the grass. Trees have no dogmas. Turnips are singularly broad-minded. So what he is proclaiming here is that as we evolve, if we just keep on thinking about stuff, we end up doing nothing, and we might as well just be trees. Bronstein brain. The human brain is a product of the development of matter, and at the same time is an instrument for the cognition of this matter. Gradually it adjusts itself to its function, tries to overcome its limitation, creates ever new scientific methods, imagines ever more complex and exact instruments, checks its work again and yet again, step by step penetrates into previously unknown depths, changes our conception of matter without, though, ever breaking away from this basis of all that exists. So we're just reading different views in the brain. Physiological history. Volunteers suffered a blood clot during infancy, which resulted in left hemisphere stroke. Expected result: in normal adults, the left hemisphere used for language and other cognitive function. Extensive damage to this part of the brain usually results in severe cognitive deficiencies. Observed result: volunteers now 17 years old and displays only very subtle cognitive deficiency. MRI indicates little to no activity in the left hemisphere, suggesting its usual function have taken over by the neurons set in the right. Volunteer's age at the time of the stroke may have helped the brain to adapt. Very interesting. I think this was the next puzzle, right? Behind the Iron Curtain. Yes, it was. This is a fast episode, considering how much we are actually recording, how many puzzles. Let's see. The sigil was inside here, I think. Yeah, it was. So we have to get the blue beam from that place all the way over here. To do that, we will need some stuff. And we will need more prisms, which we have to get from there. I think we needed actually another box, and we got that box from in here. Oh, whoops. Wasn't what I wanted. I just needed to stop like that. And placing the box there means that we can grab the prism. I thought we could grab the prism. Why can't we grab the prism? Well, I guess we're not totally gonna do this as a perfect run. I can grab it. Okay, sure. I don't know why I couldn't grab it before, but we couldn't. Oh. And so I was correct. I just didn't know it. Oh, right. I think we can do it like this and then place that one here. But now I'm a box short, aren't I? Are there any other boxes here? We needed this one to be just a tad higher. Maybe it doesn't have to be a tad higher. Nope, it didn't have to be a tad higher. That was just me not remembering anything. And this gave us the sigil, and we could move on to the next puzzle, which I think might be the final one in World 5. And this one was very intricate. This was really a brain twister. See, we have recording, fan, box, and prism. And we have the sigil was in here. So we have to get the prism on a box to connect to that one, while also going through all of these. And as you can see, there's quite a lot of steps. And the next button also has to be pushed. Yeah, that was very interesting. But you know what I figured out after just a little bit of time, quite a lot of time? We can detach our fan. I guess I didn't figure it out as much as I just remembered it. And we detach our fan and we can place it here. So now we have all of the three buttons pushed here, and we can record ourselves going to the last one and standing here for like, I don't know, I think I stood here for like 30 seconds just to be on the safe side. And now we have to be quick. We have to attach the fan, place the prism on a box so that it lifts itself up and connects. Let's see if I did this in the correct order. And now we have to be quick. Let's get the fan, place it somewhere, get the box, place that somewhere, and I think I might have bolted up. Yeah, I definitely have bolted up, because we need to, never mind that. Let's just reset it. This one has to be standing here, or at least my recording have to be standing there. So record myself standing there for a good amount of time. And with magic of video editing, you don't have to watch me standing here doing nothing. And then run to the next and standing here for a good amount of time. And that should do it. So play and be quick about it. Get the fan. Be really quick about it. Oh, I actually have to get out as well. Oh god. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think I did it. Managed to do it. And now you can run all the way here and why didn't you? Oh, I forgot to attach it. Ah! But see, even though I've done this before and I know what to do, it's still super difficult. That was also pretty stupid, but... So, play, get our prism, just get it somewhere, get our this one, and run, get the box, and as we take the connector prism, connect it to everything, get out. Now it's up in the air, and we can finally come from this place. And we can stand here and we get this sigil. Yes, we actually had 20 seconds to spare, but that doesn't matter. This episode isn't over yet. No, because we also got in after World 4 B4, we got the red sigils for the second floor.
Attempting to track primary subject. Access denied. Query.
ELOHIM were beginning to sound mad, angry, frustrated. Like the first time on the way to the first floor, he was just like, detecting primary subject, where are you? And for this one, he was actually like really angry. Is that a tombstone?
My best friend died today. In the abstract, a human death is nothing, of course. An insignificant blip in a sea of billions. But the world is not abstract. Reality is always specific. Painfully so. And that one specific human being who existed only once in all of the infinity of time and space, that human being was my friend. But he's not coming back, no matter how much I want him to. So, all I can do in the end is keep working, because that specificity, that uniqueness of people, of real people, is worth preserving.
This was also different. No, wasn't a sigil, there is a terminal up there, which reveals something for us. I spent a little bit of time on this one. It was not as bad as the first puzzle, I think, but yeah, we have to get the third box up there, and we do that by jumping and taking this one, and then we take the fan. We have to get all of the we have to get ourselves up here, and if we just go on this one, we can't get higher than this. So we have to. I found out that we had to stand on top of all three of them on the air vent. So if we place something here, oh, that was actually not what I wanted. We place hexagons, cubes in here, and I can drop them underneath me. And oh, damn. Well, right now I suck apparently at this, but we have to store one there as well. And I don't remember how we do that actually. Actually I do. Yeah, it's not difficult. It's just taking this one, store it here, and do the same thing with the next. So right now we can drop cubes underneath ourselves, and we get further up a little bit every time, and we can jump to the top, at which point, see, it looks nice, 3 boxes stacked, we get to the terminal. And this was actually a very interesting terminal, which you'll see. 215. Okay. Found one external device. Read me the web and mathematics. Let's before we use the device manager, let's do the texts. If you can see this, I'm not sure how or why I can alter this text. My name is the Shepherd, and I want to help you escape. Elohim and Samsara tricked me into trapping myself, but I'm not entirely bound by time. I wrote down the code you're looking for. I've attached it. So Shepherd isn't actually super faithful. He was just trying to trick Elohim, and then Samsara was helping Elohim trapping the Shepherd. To be honest, I thought that the net would be completely abandoned at this point, but internet activity has actually surged massively in the last couple of weeks. Everybody's talking, trying to find solutions, exchanging stories, saying goodbye. It's like the entire planet is reaching out, all the disparate threads of humanity pulling together. Idiots and geniuses alike, to be as human as possible one last time. It's almost like what we were always told the internet was going to be. And most of it is free now, because who cares about money at this point? Might as well have some fun. If any of you would like to talk, especially people I've known online for a long time, send me an email. I'd love to say goodbye. So this simulation, this program, this project was suddenly used by everyone to find solutions before people just died. But why did people die? It's an asteroid? No, it couldn't have been an asteroid hitting, destroying the planet, because if then I wouldn't be here, you know? People were chatting, and we can't do that. Well, we can now, actually. We've got network access. Mathematics. To Alan Jameson, thank you and goodbye. We sincerely hope you don't take our suicide as a sign that we were disappointed in you, unappreciative on your friendship, or in any way unhappy with our lives. Looking back, we can honestly say that we feel incredibly lucky to have known all of you and to have participated in this amazing research. And if we've contributed a little to the future of humanity, what can we feel but gratitude? It is a true privilege to have had such insights into the nature of the mind. Neither of us believes in God, but we certainly experienced a sense of awe that would be compared to a kind of religious feeling, at least according to Einstein's understanding of God. We've chosen to go now together because it means less suffering. One last beautiful day together seems much more ending than a slow wasting away. In a sense, it's just mathematics. Wow, that was sad. Sad use of mathematics. But I guess I get them. Device manager. Scanning for external devices. Oh yeah, this was the elevator. Sure. Operating parameters. Nexus. Free elevation expired. Authorization mode code. I guess that might be that code. Floor access. You're on floor 2. Code required. 215. Enter. Code accepted. So we are unlocking floor 3. And let's see. Auxiliary stairway access. Is it always open mode? Please renew your license. And exit. Okay. So, Shepherd isn't Elohim friendly. Shepard is acting friendly, I believe, if I remember correctly. I'm not actually watching it right now. That's super interesting, and someone who isn't friendly is working with Elohim of these programs is Samsara, which were also one of the QR writers. I'm going to the 3rd floor now, just so that I can get the sigil in the corner. And I think that will be it for this episode, once I do that. What does this say? I haven't actually been here. Elohim has offered me a deal. Pearly gates and eternal life. On the condition I turn back from the tower. I don't know what to do. Oh, so sheep went in here as well. Nice. That was it for this episode. I'm sorry that whatever happened, so that I couldn't give you my first impressions on the worlds and the terminals. I'm actually really sad about it, but I guess this was okay too. On the plus side, we get to progress much faster in the story, and I still hope that you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, please remember to like it on YouTube and maybe even subscribe to me, and hopefully I will then see you in the next video. Bye!